Hey everybody, this is Miss Andrea from the Wilson Library on day 6 of 12 days of holidays. Today is December 25th. Yes, it is. For those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas. For those of you who don't, Happy Saturday. Today we will be making a mini stocking cap ornament. So in your 12 days of holidays kit, go ahead and pull this out. You will see you have everything you need. You have yarn, a cardboard tube piece, and a cotton ball. So I'm going to put this one away. I actually have all of the supplies here ready to go, but this is what the finished product is going to look like. You see the little cotton ball in there. It is adorable. Just the cutest little thing you ever did see. What I would do with these is make a bunch and turn them into a garland, because how cute would that be? And not only are they good for the tree, if that's where you're going to put it, but it would be a very cute winter decoration as well. So for those of you who want to recreate this, if you're looking to make more, you are going to need, which might be more, but to be safe, I'm going to tell you what the recipe from where I got it was. You're going to need 20 of one color, 1 foot long, and 20 of another color, 1 foot long, and that's how you get the variegated colors here. Or if you're just using variegated yarn, you just need 40 strands, 41 foot strands. And how I did that is I just took my strands and wrapped them around the ruler and then just chopped it at each side. So, and then you'll need a paper towel tube or a toilet paper tube, and you just cut them into about 1 inch, or this one's a little bit fatter, you can see. I think this is actually about maybe 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch thick. And then the little cotton ball is just to help keep everything nice and fluffy looking for the hat. So you will need a pair of scissors for this activity as well. And that's it. Everything else is pretty easy. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out what pattern you're going to use. Today I am going to make red and white. Probably should have did a different color since I'm using white paper on the background, but hey, we'll get through it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your strand and you're going to put the 2 ends together here to make a loop. You're going to loop that around your toilet paper tube, or your, we'll just call it a cardboard tube, and you're going to make a loop just like that. And then you're just going to keep doing that all the way around until you think it is full enough. You could do red and white, red and white, red and white, or whatever color you have there. The other thing you want to make sure is that your knot ends up on the same side as each other. So like this isn't going to work because my knots are on different sides. But just flip it around, make sure it's on the same side. But then you will see that you'll have your outside knot here and your inside knot here, so that's not going to work. So just make sure whatever way you're doing your knot, you do it the same as last time, if that makes sense. So let's see, I think this is the wrong way again. So let me try that one more time here. No, again, did it wrong. Okay, get it together, Miss Andrea. Okay, so we've got our first knot here. So we need to go in and then around. Hello, there we go. Okay, and when you're doing your knot, you want to make sure that, see how these are not the same? That's not going to work. So we want to make sure we try to keep everything pretty even, because that matters in the end. Okay. So again, keep them even, pull through, knots are on the same. So then I'm just going to kind of push them together. So now I'm going to use a white, and again pull through, knots on the right side, and just kind of squeeze it together. And that's going to start our little pattern. Okay, 1, once again, pull through. Okay, so that's 4. We're going to use the red again, and again together, thread through. This is a super fun activity, really, for all ages. I mean, you could probably have your little one if you have grandkids or nieces or nephews or friends' kids or kids of your own. Really, this could be pretty cool for anybody. It doesn't really involve any tools other than things that you probably have. Oh, I must not have cut that one. Probably have laying around the house. The other thing you need to be careful of if you're making your own kits, and I will show you exactly what I mean because I think I did it here, is when you are measuring, if you're doing the measuring trick like I did, make sure not to stretch your yarn as you're wrapping it around, because yarn does have a little bit of bounce to it, because what will happen is you will get, well, that one's actually pretty good, this one, here we go. You'll get longer pieces and shorter pieces because I pulled on the yard a little too much, so you can see that here as well. So you just have to be careful, but that's okay because we'll use this one as our hanger. So we need a white piece. Okay, thread through the bottom, loop along, push together. Okay, time for red. Oops. Okay, make sure we're matched. Loop together. Push along. One more time. You know, it would also be really cute to see these, like a bunch of these in different colors, all on a tree. That would be super adorable. Or like present tags, that would be super cute as well. I like to put these on the gifts with little tags. That'd be adorable. And the cool thing is all of these crafts that we're bringing you, all of these crafts / activities, very minimal cost. A lot of it you will probably have hanging around the house, or can very easily be found at your local store. You know, if you're making lots of it, you can buy in bulk, and it's even cheaper. Like I said, yarn, we just had it laying around. We saved some paper towel tubes for a while, so there was no cost there. Cotton balls, I mean, pretty much everybody has cotton balls. Even if you don't have a cotton ball, you could use more yarn or tissue or old newspaper that was left over. Sorry guys, I'm trying to stay on the camera here, but I'm looking at my project and looking at my screen to make sure I'm staying on the camera. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. It looks so cute. And just what a fun project. I mean, long enough to keep an attention, short enough that it's not going to take you all day. I know I have the attention span of a squirrel, so being able to get a craft done this quickly in one setting really appeals to me. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of how I feel. Okay, a couple more pieces here and we'll be done. I mean, we're only at the 9-minute mark already, and we're almost done with this. And that's kind of what our goal was to make these activities fun, cheap, easy, fast. I can't guarantee they're all going to be this fast. This is actually, I'm recording them out of order, out of ease of activity. So this is actually, even though this is day 6, I'm recording this one first because I'm trying to get the easy ones done first for you guys. Okay, almost. You just need to make sure that you save one string to tie the little pom-pom with, you need to make sure that you save this string, one string at least, to do that. So as you're going around, because you know some of you may want more to make it a little puffier, so you're going to use more strings. Some of you may use less because you don't need it as puffy, but just remember to keep one string out for that last bit. Okay, this one I think was too long and I didn't cut it, so I'm actually going to cut it in half. There we go. I think it missed the chop on the ruler. Okay, one more here. Okay, and I know what it looks a mess right now. I do realize that it looks a mess, but I promise we're almost done here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do 2 more whites. Here's another one I missed. If you have a really, really long string, it could be because we accidentally didn't chop it. So I'm just gonna chop this one in half. Okay. Last one here. All right, so now I'm just gonna kind of spread them out a little bit. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like. Okay, so it kind of looks, you know, a mess, like I said. But the next thing we're going to do, once you have everything around your cardboard tube, and once you have it nice and pretty, you're going to take all of these guts and you're going to push them through this way, and that's what's going to give you that finished brim look on the outside. So just get those all tucked in there, and then kind of brush it with your fingers to get everything together. Okay, and just give it a little bit of a tug to make sure you've got everything. So that's our little finished brim look. Okay, and now what we're going to do, you just kind of brush to make it nice and pretty, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those strings that I told you to save, and we're going to tie around to make this little pom-pom. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have enough to make it look like a hat, but also enough to make that little pom-pom there. So you don't want to tie it too tight to the brim, and you don't want to tie it too far up, because you're going to trim this to make everything look nice and even. So you're going to take this last string here, and you're just going to tie a regular old, and you're going to want to pull pretty tight on that. And one more time, just give it a double knot. I'm going to do triple just in case. And then I'm actually going to use this as my hanger to make it an ornament. So I'm just going to tie a bitty knot up here at the top. Kind of hold that together to make it my ornament knot. Okay, so now make sure you do not have this in there, because you don't want to trim that. And you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to give it a little bit of an even cut. Try to get them all the same size. It's a little too long. I don't like that. So make sure that ornament hanger is out of there. Give it another little, make it a little bit shorter. Get a little haircut there. Get those out of the way, and make sure all your pieces came through. Looks good. And this is where, so this is what it looks like without your, it's still cute, but once you put that cotton ball in there, it just kind of gives it a little more floof. So cute. And there you go. And then you can kind of fix these so it doesn't show. You might have to pull a few of these to make it a little tighter, and then trim it again if you need to. Like you can see that there's one in there that didn't quite come all the way through. So if you just pull to get them nice and even. There you go. You don't want it to pull too hard though, because then it's going to take away the hat look. There we go. Okay, yeah, and then stick that little cotton ball in there. And there you go. You have yourself a cute little mini hat ornament. And now we can hang it or make a few more and make a little garland. Look at that. They're adorable. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for day 7. Have a great day.